Anshu stood there every time, got behind the line of the ball, never worried about being hit. He did get hit in 76, I remember that clearly, but he never worried about it, never took things personal. If he did, he wouldn't be talking to me and we wouldn't be friends for so long. My friendship with Anshu wasn't really just cricket. You know, Anshu and Sonny and myself have had a very long friendship. And, you know, so many people wouldn't believe that's a fast bowler, that bowl so many bouncers to opening batsmen. We'd have two opening batsmen that were good friends. But we remained very good friends long after our playing days. And, you know, last time I saw Anshu was actually in London. We keep in touch, you know, on a regular basis. You know, Anshu sends me Christmas cards. I message him about the Diwali. So, you know, it's nothing to do with cricket. We met through cricket, yes, but our friendship didn't continue just because of cricket. You know, I appreciated Anshu as a proper gentleman, a true good person. I heard about his illness, yes, and I saw him in London before, you know, things really got bad. And then I got a message from Sonny that Anshu wasn't doing that well. He gave me his son's number, Cookie, as his nickname. I called him and he said, yes, Dad is back home in Baroda because they said in London they couldn't do much more for him. He tried to get me to talk to him because he was actually with Anshu when I called him. And he put the phone by him, but he wasn't really responding. So I recorded in a video, sent it to Cookie and said, you know, whenever he has a chance or whenever you have a chance of actually showing it to him, please let him know that we are thinking about him. You know, he was a good man, a sad loss. Well, after that, you know, I got pretty close to Anshu in the 80s, like the 83 series in India, because that 76 test series was a little bit controversial, you know, and not too many people really enjoyed it on either side. Yes, West Indies won, but you can't say it was a friendly test series and everybody was chummy after that. But as time went on, we realized, you know, everybody realized, hey, it's a sport, it's cricket. When you get off the field, we can still be friends. And that is when I got close to both Sonny and Anshu, because I think Sonny wrote a book after that 76 tour, which wasn't very complimentary either, but people get upset about things. And when we mature, we realize that, you know, things that upset us when we were young, you know, we can move on from that. And that's the same situation with Anshu. Not that I recognize that Anshu was upset in 76. I never saw that. But, you know, we became very good friends afterwards. What I remember about Anshu as a batsman was he was so technically sound, technically correct. He looked the part, you know, he was very much side on. You know, people talk about cricket these days and say that you should not be the two side on. Well, Anshu was side on and he got his job done. And he was a tall man, as we all know. So he looked so immaculate, so good behind the ball, and he was a very good opening batsman. I think the mere fact that Anshu played so many test matches against India because the Indian selectors recognized how good he was against fast bowling. So they would always use him against the West Indies. And as we have seen, he produced. Anshu was a fantastic opening batsman. He would never back away. I never saw Anshu back away against anyone, irrespective of how many bouncers were bowled at him. And Anshu stood there every time, got behind the line of the ball, never worried about being hit. He did get hit in 76, I remember that clearly, but he never worried about it, never took things personal. If he did, he wouldn't be talking to me and we wouldn't be friends for so long. What I would tell youngsters about Anshuman Gaikwad, those who would look in the history books or look in the textbooks or look in the record books and say, oh, Anshuman Gaikwad, these numbers don't look that fantastic. What I would say to them is go and have a look at Anshuman Gaikwad. There are recordings, there are videos of Anshuman Gaikwad batting. Go and have a look at him and don't just think that everything is about numbers. It's a matter of the job that you do. Someone might be able to go out there and bat, take the shine off the ball, bat for 30 overs, get only 45 runs, but he did a fantastic job for his team. And that is what people need to look at. Don't just look at numbers. It's not the person who takes the most wickets ever in Test cricket that's the best bowler. It's not the batsman who makes the most runs ever in Test cricket that's the best batsman. Don't just take numbers into consideration. Have a look at the people that you are talking about, and you will see class.